What is going on, YouTube? It's your girl Easy Breezy. In this video, I'm going to be just showing y'all how I evolved my baby hairstyles and what I did to get this hairline and lay this wig. So thank you so much for watching and stay tuned. All right, y'all. So before we get into the tutorial, let's get into the sponsor, okay? Thank you so much, Afsisterwig, for sending me this 20-inch loose wave lace front wig. Now, in the video, we're actually going to be straightening it, but I just want y'all to see what the wig looks like outside the box. I already wet it and let it air dry, and this is how the curls look. Really cute, really bouncy. The hair was really soft on the wig, and the lace did come pre-customized, but I bleached it and plucked it a little bit before this video. So in the box, they also gave us some free gifts like a stocking cap, some clips. It was an edge brush in there, some more clips and a pink comb. So yeah, I already installed my client's wig cap on. Oh yeah, by the way, this is Malia, you guys. If you don't know, she's been getting her hair done by me for the last year, and the way we met is just so funny. Like, I was taking some pictures on top of this like hotel roof or whatever, and there were sections and like seats and couches and stuff on the rooftop, and this girl just came up to me and she was like, "Oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. Oh, let me take your pictures." So she was like getting the best little angles of me. She was offering me shots, like she was complimenting me, and she was just so full of love, like full of love, this cute girl. So after that, she was like, yeah, we were talking, and she told me that she needed her hair done, and I told her I was a stylist or whatever. And she was like, oh my gosh, like I need my hair done tomorrow. And she literally came the next day and bought hair and got her hair done. So yes, I just wanted y'all to know who Malia was, on that very surface level, because she's just so beautiful. She has such a beautiful aura. She's so loving. And yeah, so y'all will be seeing her face probably a lot more on this channel. All right, so right now I'm taking my tweezers and I'm spreading out the first layer of lace glue. Now, I always do 3 layers of glue on my clients. I used to do 2 for a few years, but why not another one? So this is the Crazy Glue from GalaxyGirlHair.com. It's waterproof, and it really does keep y'all wigs on through a lot, okay? Just wear a scarf at night. So I do 3 coats, and I wait for the last coat to get a little bit dry, not really dry, but tacky, and I make sure the glue is completely transparent. Don't put your wigs down when the glue is still milky or translucent, because if it's too wet, the glue can actually go through the lace when you're trying to do what I'm doing now, like press the lace in the glue, and it'll get on the hair and it'll make everything stick together. So that's why you have to have some patience and wait for the glue to turn completely clear. But you can still do like, your 3-4 coats. I've even known a stylist that did 5 coats of glue. So all right, you guys, so when you are fitting the lace on the glue, before you stick it on there, you want to try to just lightly fit it without it really touching the glue at first, just so you can make sure that it's going to lay completely flat. Now, if you're putting the lace on there and you can tell that the lace is kind of lifted in the center, when you still try to stick that lace in the glue, you're going to get those bubbles in the middle and those ridges, and you're just going to notice, your client's going to notice, and you're going to have no choice but to take that L and redo it for the client. So make sure that before you put the lace on there, it's actually laying flat. And if it's not, you have to change the angle of the lace and how you're putting it down. So you might have to pull the sideburns back a little bit and pull the center of the lace down and cut some of that lace off the front, so you can just change the angle of it. And if you have to pluck some hairs in the middle or re-bleach it or whatever you have to do, just do it, because trust me, that extra 20 minutes will save your entire install. Okay, so going back to the layers of glue, once again, you want to make sure that you're waiting long enough for the glue to turn clear and tacky. And the reason being is when you try to put the lace on the glue and you press it on there to try to do that first little melt with your fingers, the glue will come through the lace and get on the hair, and it'll make the front of the install look sticky and stuck together. So you have to make sure that when you're pressing the lace on at first, you're just doing it lightly. Don't press it too hard. And you can also press it with a comb or a brush. So when I brush the hair back when the lace is first on there, I am adding some pressure to it, basically, so that the lace can still get melted, but the hair stays separated. Now, to make the hairline look this natural, you have to pluck more. Okay? I know plucking is laborious. I know it's tedious, but you still can't be lazy on the plucking, because the way you pluck a wig separates you from other hairstylists, right? So you have to make sure that your hairlines are really, really natural. So I make sure I do a really thorough plucking from the front of the hairline to like 3 inches back, sometimes like 2.5 inches back. Like, I don't play. Okay, I don't play, because once the wig is on there, you don't want to do all your plucking on the client. Like, it takes longer, it can be uncomfortable for the client. So try to get all your plucking done before you put the wig on there. And you can't be lazy, or you're going to regret it. You're going to regret it, because you're going to know that it could have looked more natural. So right now I'm doing the baby hairs, and I'm actually pressing the baby hairs with some Gorilla Snot product, just so they can lay a certain way and it can be easier for me to mold them. So I'm doing kind of like a hybrid technique. I'm using gel, and you can use Got To Be gel for this as well, but I just happen to have Gorilla Snot right now. I use gel to lay the baby hairs at the root, and then I style them and mold them with foam. Now, sometimes my clients ask me for slick baby hairs that don't move, and that's when I'll do the entire process with the gel and like hairspray, like pump it up. But today she wants to do soft baby hair, and I still want the baby hairs to be laid. I don't want them to move from the base. I just want them to be fluffy from the middle to the ends, So once again, I used gel, and I probably used hairspray as well, but I didn't get it on camera. And to actually shape the baby hair and mold it on the bottom, I'm using foam. Now, my favorite foam is Tropical Roots, and that's not even a paid advertisement, y'all. Like, I wish I produced a product like the Tropical Roots setting foam because I would have my own and I wouldn't be promoting them. But I literally cannot find a formula that I love as much as this one. So if you want those baby hairs that stay in place and keep their form, but you can still make them fluffy, or you can make them slick, then use Tropical Roots setting foam by Bronner Bros. All right, so as I'm molding the baby hairs, because I'm using foam and it's not as sticky, so the hair may be harder to tame. Throughout the process, I have to hit it with the blow dryer so that the product can get a little bit stickier and hold the hairs better. So as I'm doing this, if the product is just too wet or too loose and it's not really controlling the hair good, then I'll hit it with the blow dryer for a couple seconds and then I'll start again. Okay, so you can see in this clip how I'm using my thumb on my left hand to smoothen out the baby hairs and keep it flat at the base. And with my right hand, I'm taking the edge brush and I'm just manipulating the shape. Okay, so normally we would have just left the baby hairs just like this, but I was getting a vision. Like just seeing how big and swoopy and fluffy they were and light. I'm like, okay, at the very end, they're going to be super fluffy. They're going to be soft looking. Let's do a middle one. And she instantly agreed. So right now I'm doing the same technique. I have my gel at the base and I'm just making the base nice and flat. And then I'm actually point cutting this middle one because I don't want it to look as perfect, I guess, as the side ones, or I don't want it to have a straight edge. I want it to be a little bit more, natural looking like real baby hair. So I did the point cut method on the center baby hair and now I'm molding it with the foam. All right, so I'm still using my left hand to press down those hairs and make sure it's super flat and perfect. And I'm using my right hand to blow dry the baby hair. So now that that's done, I'm taking my melting spray and I'm just applying that to the lace. And I'm going to hit that with the blow dryer as well and do that to the entire hairline. Okay, so I could leave my client's baby hairs just like this, and I'll just tell her, when she's getting ready the next day or whenever she feels like it, she can take a comb and fluff them out. Now, if this was a regular appointment and not a sponsor video, then I would have let her leave just like that. But just for this video and, for learning's sake, then I'm gonna show y'all how to actually comb them out at the end and what they look like. So right now I'm taking my heated brush and I'm just straightening out these curls a little bit just so when I flat iron it, I don't have to do as many passes. And this is the pink flat iron from galaxygirlhair.com. Y'all, it is an amazing flat iron. Like, I love this flat iron. It has some weight on it. The plates are nice and even. It doesn't snag the hair at all. It's easy to curl. The plates are smooth. Like, I am obsessed for real. And that's on my website. Now, right now, I'm straightening out the hair and it's actually straightening out really, really good. Now, as y'all can see, this is a straight loose wave wig and the curls can look even tighter when it's wet and, scrunched up, probably with a diffuser. They can get really, really curly, but the hair is straightening out amazing right now and it actually looks really silky. So I'm excited. Okay, so now I'm straightening out the frontal and I'm going to do this in very skinny sections in the front. The reason why I'm doing small sections is because I didn't mold her under the dryer. If I molded her and made the front, flat that way, then I probably wouldn't have to do this. I could probably just run through it in larger sections with a hot comb. But because I really want this to lay flat, I want it to look natural and I didn't want to set her under the dryer, then I have to go through it very thoroughly with a flat iron and a hot comb. Okay, so now that I'm at the top, I'm going to take my Flyaway Tamer wax stick and I'm just going to lightly brush along the part and the front of the hairline. Y'all, I cannot live without a wax stick. I just can't. I can't. Now, you can't overuse a wax stick. right? You don't want to make the hair too oily and too shiny. So you have to use it very lightly because a little goes a long way. Okay, so lightly brush the hairline and along the part and hit it with the hot comb one more time. And baby, listen, it is laid. Okay, it is super flat. It has that healthy shine to it and it looks like a fresh relaxer. Like what? All right, y'all. So last but not least, I made sure I cut the ends a little bit just so they can look a little bit cleaner. I always cut the ends of wigs, like I can't help it. So this is the final result. Middle part, bone straight, no layers, no curls, no bump. Okay, period. Once again, thank you so much, Afsisterwig, for sponsoring this video with this 20-inch loose wave lace front unit. As you can see, y'all can wear this wig curly and you can wear it bone straight. Love it. Okay, it looks like a fresh relaxer. So if you want this exact unit, I'm going to put all the information in the description box below. If you are not subscribed to my channel, what is you doing? The fuck? What are you doing? Go ahead and do that. Turn on your notifications and I'll see y'all in the next video.